YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is City Skylines, Strategy and Tactics, episode 73. So when we last left our growing city of Ficklewood, our industrial zone of outbreak is booming, and that is causing me some traffic woes that we haven't seen since the earlier game. Well, we've seen traffic woes along the way, but not the kind of, like, the traffic backup shifts constantly traffic woes that we are currently experiencing. But you know what? Deleting this road right here seems to have been the right move. Because I'm liking the flow. I mean, not perfect. Not perfect. But we got the traffic going in the right direction here. Granted, there are times when straight traffic is going through here. Is this bus line holding its own to warrant it going here? No. Go away. You do not serve us well enough to warrant your space in this high traffic area. Because it's not the passenger cars that are really gumming up the works here, it's the trucks and the delivery vans. So, goodbye bus line. If you had had higher population numbers, then we'd go with it. Yeah, this train station just seems upsettingly desolate. What if we... hang on. I know I've been neglecting my skyways here. Where is... we put a metro line in here somewhere. We had to have. I know we did. Oop, missed some industrial zoning over here. There's our metro line. All right. So you know what? We gotta get a skyline, a skyway over to between here and that metro line. So let's do that because we want walkers and our Texas Rangers to be able to make their way over here unabated. And if that involves clobbering some of our industrial zones, well, we've actually got some gaps in here that we can exploit to minimize the harm to our actual zones. Yeah, we'll put you right there, and that hooks you up with both the with that and also the local roads here. We'll see if the walkers take advantage of this particular of this little pathway here. It might be a little far for them, but if they can hoof it, they might get some fewer passenger cars gumming up the works here. Again, though, it's not the passenger cars that are really the works. It's just the delivery vans, because we are shipping so much to and from. Well, not so much from, but the empty's got to come back somehow. Holy crap! Can you see that just flood of people just come vomiting out of this train station? Yeah, 34. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. Yeah, that number I believe. Busiest metro station in the city, probably. As expected. I mean, it is indeed a transportation nexus here, and people definitely taking these skyways seriously. What if I did a skyway all the way across here? People would walk. I don't think they'd walk across the river. That'd be a bit much. Uh-oh, we got a full landfill site here. So let's get that unloading. No garbage problems yet, but I might want to keep an eye on that. Water? I forgot. Yeah, there's like a little triangle of water. This sad little building's probably been suffering there for ages. How did I miss that? Yes, I know. The zone of no fire coverage, despite ample fire coverage. Alright, I'm happy with this, and so now we've got residential zones on autopilot growth. We've got industrial zones on autopilot growth. And see that we're getting some industrial creep up, but we're not seeing an immediate explosion of industrial zones. It tells me that people want some offices. People are pining for offices. Now, I still want to make this area right here all residential, but you know what? I'm okay with the idea of having what's it? Brain. Offices on this side of the lane right here. Just office, 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 all the way down here. I am okay with that concept. That jives well with me. So let's get some offices cooking before we officially start cooking this type of zone. And yes, I know there's a big bar of medium commercial demand that tells me exactly what the people really want. No. No, because then I'm going to get unemployment and lack of demand here in this area, and I am not stunting on Outbreak's growth, no matter what the truck traffic is doing to the place. I wonder if I... No, that's not really... Yeah. Yeah, I don't think upgrading the size of this road to like a five lane one way is going to help us out any, because you probably got a slew of people. You got one lane of people who are in line for this, and then you got another line of people that are all in line for this. And look at all these garbage trucks. Oh, it's from that emptying landfill. They're like, we gotta garbage it up here. Is that a traffic light? That is a traffic light. Oh, wait. Yeah, that is a traffic light. It really shouldn't be a traffic light. I know I switched that for some probably good reason, but I'm gonna switch it back and see what chaos wreaks right here. Because our garbage truck's got to get going. Yeah, they can. They're still using that quite actively. Ooh, look at that back up on the bridge. That might be why I redid that. Because we don't want them to get backed up like that. You're all using just the center lane here. You can go that way or you can go that way, and yet you only use the center lane instead of the left or the right. Pitiful. Pitiful. Alright. Right, offices. Alright, so let me think of the best way to do this. And also, while I'm at it, I need to get... I keep forgetting that transportation is most effective when... let's modify this line right here. When you have going straight to a college. Now this orange line here, this Sunrise bus line, I think it would warrant. Yeah, see, you're stopping here already. What we could do is drag this stop and have you stop at the college, then take this stop and have you... Can I have you move? I want to add a stop to this side of the road. Let me try and rotate. No, I don't want you to double back around. I want you to have a nice, clean... I want you to stop on this side of the road. Or what I could do... And yeah, you're going to double back around, aren't you? Drag line down to stop. Maybe if I can add you here. See, I'm trying to make you not double back. Guess if we have you stop right here, yeah, people will get off at that stop and they'll be able to walk to the train station quite easily. So that's good enough. Because I do want people to be able to stop by the college here, because that does generate a lot of traffic, especially from the residents here who might be otherwise tempted to take their cars and make it to the college there. And I do think we do have some decent-sized numbers for our Sunrise bus line here, so I'm willing to tolerate their presence on the roads, unlike that road, the blue one. Yeah, see, got some college-bound people just taking the roads here. That's the only reason why people might be taking this road here, is to drive to college. How many college-goers do we have here? Not a bad number, and that's going to spike upwards once we get our residential areas here going. Once again, I've distracted myself from offices. Alright, now the question becomes, well, we're gonna do these roads right here. Question becomes, yeah, what's the best way to do it? We can just do just a giant loop, a little thread. I'm okay with this little section here being a bridge. But yeah, just wrap the offices around it. Like a cocoon, if you will. There we go. That little area going here. Maybe a little offshoot over here. Cover the back of the college as well. Be handy if that's where they end up working when they graduate. Yeah, we'll get some more curvature going here. Get these be somewhat stinky offices. Fair enough, fair enough. And on this side of the road, yeah, probably more offices. But we need a good way to get there. Oh, how about a tunnel? We haven't laid a tunnel in a while, and this kind of seems like just the prime way to do it. Prime space. Maybe. Maybe not. Slope too steep. What are you guys talking about? What are you people talking about? Slope too steep. I mean, am I going crazy? Is this not a good spot? Kind of looks like it wants to be, but... Okay, we're back. Sorry about that coughing fit, folks. Allergy season is a beast. You know what? It does not make sense for that. Let's just go slightly different aesthetic here. Aha! So we need the dirt road there. Fair enough. Get you. There we go. Alright, let's get some offices. This should satisfy our office needs for quite a while, actually. I don't want to do a big paint because that will inevitably get the areas that are defined for my residential zones. Voice, dang it, come back to me. I need you. This is a let's play. One needs one's voice. And viola. There we go. And they won't mind living close quarters to that. At least they'll mind less than compared to the commercial zones. Yeah, pretty much anything that's not part of the Weeping Willow zone gets to be offices. Alright, water it up. And power should spread on its own. I apologize for my voice there, folks. I think I might need to cut this one early and figure out what the heck is going on with my throat. So let's let some time lapse while we wait for the offices to come to life, and hopefully my voice will recover on its own. Maybe it's because I've been dealing with the industrial zone too long. I'm starting to breathe in the fumes. Poopy pants. We're back to square one. What is this gridlock? What is this gridlock? Why aren't you people moving? We were getting intensifying pressure from here. We need an extra release valve. We need a release valve. We need another bridge. We need a shortcut, if you will, for trucks to get the heck over here without having to go through here. So what I'm going to do is do just that. Yeah, this could be a little wonky, a little risky, a little expensive, a little non-traditional, and it might be a little fussy about the original launching point here. Slope too steep. Whoops. Yeah. Let me point this to a slightly different location first. That's better. Yeah. There we go. A, well, somewhat mutant highway bypass here. Hang on, I want this to be a little bit more elegant. Good enough. And then you, my friend, can come join the party. So you can come join the party right here, so you can decide which path you want to take. And then that way, people coming this way can get the heck off of here. Delivery vans coming in from here have a direct path to the commercial zone without gumming up these works. So, alright, yeah. Mega bypass time this time. Oh, yeah, we already got some takers. And yes, I know there's not a reciprocal line going back the other way. As much as I'd love there to be, there is not the room. So we'll see if relieving half of the tension here can help our problem. Ooh. I wonder, what if we turned you into 5-lane, 2-way road right here? And gave the people coming up from here a chance to decide to go up that way. What would that do? Now, I think, does this introduce a traffic light into the equation? It does. So we'll see if this bites us or not. And we got a lot of people waiting to turn left here, and we just want people to not take this path, because the less volume we have, the better. And I am not holding my breath for that fire to be put out in time. We may have some fire issues with, yeah. I'm glad I don't have the fire spreads mod, or the outbreak would go, become ashes. Ah, there's our squad there. They may be a little late. Has not technically turned to ash, and someone's gotten that one. So, all right, our extra large fire department is springing into action here. Nope, they didn't save it. Didn't quite get to it in time. Didn't quite make it. Yeah, see, we still got some delivery vans. Some of them are diverting, but others are going straight this way. I am curious to see what this traffic light does to everything else. A lot of people yeah, it's not too much of a backup. And there's enough space for cars to stay on here. And yeah, being that these guys are all wanting to turn left, it's not a bad idea to give them a protected left turn. Yeah, it's a bit of a messy one here. And yeah, this train station is still neglected. But at least the Skyway's getting used by a few people. Nobody wants offices, I guess. I guess I'm misreading some of that. Oh well. You know what might help things a little bit? Because this road's a little redundant. Is link you up as well. Just in case, just for another outflow. I don't think there's enough raw traffic coming up that road that would cause problems. Just to add it to the mix. Or maybe upgrade you to a 2-lane one-way, since it's got yeah, there we go. We got 2 1-lane lanes going into a 2-lane, so it's slightly better and more traffic can be built up there. Alright, this is backing up a little bit, but not too badly. Yeah, no one wants offices, I guess. Well, I guess we need more educated residents in the area. But at least we have an open siphon for it, so the only thing that doesn't have an open siphon for it is our commercial zone, but that's by design. Yeah, a lot of open space here, but also, again, by design. And I think, yeah, that's... We've pretty much loaded up our industrial zone with everything that we've intended to use it for. Except for this line for some reason is decidedly they don't want any of it. They're like, nope, no thank you. if you know what, a tunnel might not be a bad idea for these guys either. Just a sort of way to sort of peek their way back in, or you know what? Maybe not a tunnel. How about just a bridge? Instead of that, let's just get ourselves one of these. Can we make the jump? We can make the jump. And then yeah, we'll do a. Yeah, that way there's a little bit more interconnectivity here. Oh, we're starting to get some offices here. How many bus go? Oh, we got a fair number of people waiting for that bus stop. So yeah, a college bus stop, not a bad idea. And what about over here? Do we have some walkers that are taking use of that? How does this bus line do? Yeah, 30 of 30 passengers. Not surprising. Now, does it vomit for 30 passengers here? It looks good enough to me. Although they're not going for the train station area. They just want to all walk over to these stores, I guess. Where are they all going? What the heck? Where the heck do you... Are you actually stupid, people? There's a perfectly functional path right here. Why did you... Oh, that hurts my brain. Why did you walk around the entire block? There's a perfectly functional path here. What is wrong with you people? Arg. Alright, well, we are still building our stuff up. Looks like our suburbs have filled themselves in, so we're starting to lose our residential siphon. So I think in our next episode we're going to start laying down the goods for our next residential line here, and potentially complicate our double tree zones here to see if they play nice with them or if they get cranky as Outbreak's been. Which, by the way, is moving again. We still have the backup on the bridge, but we have a fairly smooth avenue for them to go. It's just a matter of merge traffic. But with this little over here, people who want to go the way of the commercial zone can go that way directly and bypass this whole stuff here, so they're not clogging up the roads. Which works nicely. Alright, so if you like this episode and want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya!